We're doing a routine today that can be helpful for hip pain. So many different things that can cause your hip pain. Make sure if you have any increased pain, you go ahead and stop. But otherwise, this can be really helpful. I recommend doing it every day for 30 days to help feel stronger and help with that pain. The only thing you're gonna need is either a small Pilates ball or simply a pillow. And then go ahead and lay down on your back. So we're going to take that pillow or that ball if you have it and put it in between your knees. Okay. So you're going to feel nice and flat here. I want you to take an inhale. Exhale. We're going to curl our tailbone and just roll up a couple inches. Okay. And then you're going to roll back down. So you're just squeezing that ball or pillow enough to keep it there. And we're starting with a little rock through our pelvis. So it's really impossible to separate the hip from the pelvis. They're a joint structure there, so we want to make sure that we are addressing both. So by curling my tailbone, I'm just kind of getting some fluid into that area a little bit, trying to relax, release the muscles. And then on this next one, I'm going to curl my tailbone again, but I'm going to continue to roll up into a bridge. Okay, and then I'm going to inhale at the top and exhale, roll back down, starting from the top to curl and roll down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, curl and roll up. So again, if you're wondering what this has to do with hip pain, this is working your glutes. It's working the back body into the hamstrings. And then also, I can tell you, as a physical therapist, like I said, we really can't separate the pelvis and low back from the hip. They are very closely connected. So when there's hip pain, many times it can be related to things and weaknesses going on, not only in the hip, but also into the pelvis, the low back. So we're going to address all of those things today to help strengthen the muscles around the hip, balance those structures, and hopefully help you feel better and stronger. All right, we're going to do one more. So we're going to roll up and stay there. So keep the bridge for me. Squeeze the ball, release, squeeze, release. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then curl and roll back down. Nice job. Go ahead and set that ball to the side and hug the right knee in. So give it a good squeeze. You want to really compress that joint. It helps release fluid into the joint. Okay, so don't be afraid to give it a squeeze if you can. And then bring it away a little bit, hold behind the leg, gently reach it up, and then bring it back in. So getting a little bit of stretch behind the leg here. Good, and on this one, reach it up, stay there, flex your foot, point, flex, point. This will help if you have some sciatic tightness. We're actually gliding the nerve. Last 2, 1, good job. Pull it in one more time. Bring your left hand onto the knee, bring your body to the left, your right hand goes to the right, and you turn and look to the right. And then we'll just bring it right back in. One more squeeze, reach it long, and let's find the other leg. So again, think squeeze here. You can bring it over to the left or over to the right. And then let's hold behind the thigh. The leg can come away from you. Reach it up and in. It's okay if it doesn't straighten all the way, right? If you're tight, it might not. It's okay. This is more just about movement within the range that you have available to you. And over time, that will increase. But you don't have to force yourself there. You're reminding your body that it's okay and safe to move. One more. Stay here. Flex, point, flex, point. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Bend it in, right hand on the knee, bring it to the right, your left hand to the left, turn and look. Nice. And bring it back in. And we're going to roll onto our left sides. Okay. So I'll have my head in my hand like so. I want your hips stacked and your knees are forward and your heels are in line with your tail. And you're going to lift just the top knee and lower. So we're going to do a clamshell to start to strengthen the muscles here in the outer hip. If you have bursitis and it really hurts to lay on your side, then you can pad that bottom hip with a towel, a pillow, anything like that. That might help a little bit. Good. Only lifting the top knee as much as this hip doesn't roll back, okay? So it's only movement through the leg. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now we're going to straighten the leg out, flex your foot, so pull the toes towards you and lift the leg. And if this is too much now, go back to those clamshells. So you'll progress to these once you're able. We're going to do a few different versions of this to really isolate all these muscles in the outer hip and your hip rotators. Okay, now watch my foot. What I'm going to do is turn it down so my whole leg is rotated in, and now I'm lifting up and down. So I'm still going straight up and down, but my whole leg has internally rotated. So this should feel a little bit different. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now we're going to externally rotate. So I'm turning everything out, but I'm still lifting straight up and down. This is the harder one for me. I feel less motion for sure. Last 2. 1. Nice job. Okay, you're going to roll onto your stomach. So your hands are going to be underneath your forehead, like so. Your legs are super straight. We're still on that right leg. Keep it straight. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. So just the right leg. Only lifting as much as you don't really arch in the low back. So again, it's isolated leg movement, and keep that leg as straight as you can. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now go ahead and press yourself up and over to the right side, and we'll do all of that again. So I'm going to come all the way down here and start with my clamshells. So my hips again are stacked, right? Lift the top knee and lower it down. Make sure that hip isn't rolling back. My feet stay together. Nice job. Last 2. Okay, so let's straighten the leg out, pull the toes towards you, and I'm going to lift. So I'm keeping that leg really straight and strong. And again, if this is too much, you go back to the clamshells until you're ready for this. With that longer lever arm now, it's a heavier leg to lift, so it's going to feel harder for your body. Okay, so now I'm going to rotate internally. My toes and everything rotates down towards the floor, and then I lift. So it's like you're lifting from the heel more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Rotate the other way. So my toes are pointing up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's roll onto our stomachs. So one more here to finish out this pattern on this side. Legs again straight. Really reach the left leg out first, then lift it up. So it's like I'm standing at your left ankle, pulling on it, trying to make your leg longer. Five more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Separate your legs mat distance apart. Hands underneath your shoulders. Slowly press yourself up. Shoulders down. Hips are up and lifted. And then slowly curl. Make sure your knees are still apart because we're going to sit back into a child's pose with those knees nice and wide. So I want you to really be able to sink into your hips here. Nice. And then come back up. And let's find ourselves on all fours. Tuck your tail, tuck your head. And then inhale to arch. One more like that. Nice job. Come back to center. Sit yourself back and slowly roll up. Nice job. So like I said, doing that routine every day, at least for the first 30 days, can really help strengthen, hopefully help balance what's going on in your hips, and I hope you feel better soon. Thanks so much for stopping by. Remember, subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified every time a new video comes up. Like and comment on this video and let me know what you thought. You can also always come over to jessicavalantpilates.com to find all the resources I have for living a healthy lifestyle, including full-length workout videos, healthy recipes, and a community I would love for you to be a part of. So I'll see you there.